Mr. Meyer, you talked about your phone and take that question from communications. In Ohio, the state spent a lot of resources to build what's called the MARCS network, which is a land mobile radio communication system. That does not have interoperability and seamless transition with FirstNet. Explain how you see that as a problem.
One of the challenges we've seen with over-the-top applications and push-to-talk interfaces that they are not based on commonly accepted standards today because they are unique to the manufacturer of the radio, to the manufacturer of the subsystems, but we know that they can be. They can do those workarounds. The MARCS system is terrific at land mobile radio. There's no question. In Oakland County, Michigan, we had a P25 radio as well as before that a Harris radio. We had Motorola and Harris. We were able to use these devices to connect them to push-to-talk solutions over the air. Take advantage of LTE, but it was unique, it was expensive, and it's not something everybody can do. Those are things I would defer to the FirstNet team on how they see that. I know that they've got a product that they're offering, and I've looked at it, I've seen the information on it. It looks like it has a great opportunity to take all of those divergent things and put them into an interoperable cloud to share information. But I would have to defer to them on that, sir.
But my point in asking you first about that was it's obviously critically important for first responder, right?
Yes, sir.
And so obviously jumping to you, Mr. Agnew, Mr. Atkinson, what is AT&T doing about integrating the MARCS network into FirstNet? I'm sorry, Mr. Agnew, AT&T, sorry about that.
Senator, thank you for that question. We're very familiar with your network. It's a very strong land mobile network in Ohio. We actually are in the process, as I mentioned in my orals, is launching a product called FirstNet Fusion. This is taking interoperability to the next level. The foundation of the networks, interoperable between commercial networks. The next phase is making it easier, more affordable, and scalable for land mobile radio networks. Fusion is going to transform public safety interoperability because it is not going to matter the network, it's not going to matter the carrier, it's not going to matter the technology. And we're actually working with your state to demonstrate how we're going to make that a reality. We are going to take the interoperability, as Mr. Meyer was saying, and put it in the cloud. That makes it more affordable, and that makes it easier to manage. As you have disasters come, and you have mutual aid come, as you very well know in the state of Ohio, where you have multiple agencies converging. Today, they are configuring radios. It could take hours, it could take days to get that communication set up. You need to be able to do it in seconds, and that is the commitment.
So what would be the timeline for that to happen?
It's launching in the first half of the year.
Of this year?
Yeah, yes, sir. And we're actually, like as I mentioned, having discussions with your leadership there, your public safety.
Are you confident that by this time next year we should have that fully integrated as the way Mr. Meyer described on his phone?
I'm confident the technology will be available, and I'm confident it'll be ready. We'll be working with the MARCS system because there's some implementations they'll need to make on their side. But I am confident in the product.
Good. Well, that's good news for Ohio. Taking off of the question from Senator Lujan, where he asked about taxpayer dollars, and you said it doesn't fund it. Technically, that's not 100% accurate. Didn't the federal government put $6.5 billion into this program?
Yeah, thank you for allowing me the chance to clarify. There was auction proceeds, spectrum auction proceeds that initially funded the program and helped with the build-out. Subsequent to that, sustainability payments are made by AT&T in the amount of $8 billion, and that is what is used to fund the authority and make the necessary public safety investments. Now, let me be clear on what the investments are. They're specific to FirstNet, specific to the FirstNet elements. They are not for AT&T to run their network. AT&T operates the complete network, our network, as well as the FirstNet network as well, which has a complete dedicated core that needs to be operated. So.
Right, no, and again, I think what Senator Lujan was pointing out, not to speak for him, he can speak for himself, is that there was a significant amount of taxpayer money that went into this $6.5 billion. The monthly subscriptions are with local governments, correct?
That is correct.
So that's taxpayer money. And I think that was the point that was being made. I just wanted to give you a chance to clarify that, because this is definitely taxpayer money. And I think when you're spending taxpayer money, there is a different standard for disclosure. I think you have private contracts for anything that you do, but once you're asking the taxpayer to fork over money and pay it to a private company, then there is responsibility on disclosure, and I just wanted to make certain that we clarify that for the record. So I appreciate that.